As we previously discussed in the commoditization trap, real estate agents and brokers are subject to the downward forces of commoditization that are resulting in lower bottom lines and a race to the bottom in commissions. And we believe that agents and brokers have an opportunity to distinguish themselves from the large pool of agents providing commoditized services to buyers and sellers in the marketplace by stepping into something we call the experience sector. First, a little background. In our earliest markets, commodities were traded for other commodities. One person traded their lumber for somebody else's iron. Now obviously, people would purchase the commodities being sold or exchanged at the lowest price. Well, the process of specialization turned these commodities into goods. So instead of lumber and iron, now tables and pots were being traded or sold in the marketplace. But this goods sector also became saturated with table and pot makers, and the goods became increasingly commoditized. So consumers would purchase the tables or pots being sold or exchanged at the lowest possible price. So the goods sector had also become commoditized. Now today, many companies provide services that trade neither commodities nor goods, but rather just help facilitate trade. Think insurance, or travel agents, or realtors. But over time, the systemic forces of commoditization have impacted the service sector as well. So in the real estate market, many consumers are inclined to view all agents as essentially offering the same service. In many cases, buyers and sellers do business with an agent willing to provide their service at the lowest price. The service sector, and real estate agents in particular, have also become commoditized. Today's commoditized marketplace does, however, offer an opportunity for real estate agents and brokers to compete outside of this commoditized race to the bottom by stepping into the fourth sector, which we call the experience sector. Now, in this sector of the market, consumers of goods and services gladly pay a premium for whatever they're consuming because of the unique experience afforded to them by the product or service. Now, this may sound too good to be true, so let's take a look at a couple of examples of this. First, Starbucks. Let's consider the cost of a cup of coffee. Now, the raw materials required to make a good cup of coffee, think the beans, is really just around 2 cents. The roasted and ground coffee in a cardboard cup with water is worth a little more, let's say around 25 cents. But for someone to grind, brew, pour, and serve the coffee, well, that increases the cost of the cup of coffee to around $1. But every single day, we gladly pay upwards of $4 for our Starbucks experience, including the latest jazz music, Java jackets, and baristas to serve our venti drinks. The Starbucks experience is a classic example of the experience sector at work. And people buy their $5 grande coconut milk vanilla lattes every single day with smiles. Another example of this would be to consider the cost of a night's sleep at a hotel. Let's compare a night at the Holiday Inn and a night at the Four Seasons. The rooms are really about the same size. The mattress at the Four Seasons could be a slightly higher quality. Perhaps the sheets have a higher thread count. The bathrooms are about the same size. Maybe the soaps at the Four Seasons are more luxurious, and the shower has a glass door. At a glance, the Four Seasons hotel room is certainly more valuable. But the question is how much more? The average cost of a night at the Holiday Inn is going to be around $100, while the starting price for a comparably sized room at the Four Seasons is going to be about 4 times that. Why? The answer is not in the thread count of the sheets. When you arrive at the Four Seasons Hotel, it's likely that the guest services team that opens the car door and collects your luggage is going to check for your name tags. They're going to radio your name to the front desk, where the guest services team is going to greet you by name and welcome you back because they looked up your last visit. When you arrive at your room, you might be met with a bottle of a particular brand of wine that you had requested at your last visit. You're greeted by all the staff and offered orange water, aloe vera lotion, and complimentary sunglass cleaning at the poolside. The room might cost twice as much, and so might the service, but you're paying 4 times as much for the experience. And consumers do so every single day with a smile. We refer to this additional value in the form of a remarkable and unique experience as the mint on the pillow. You know, the small touches, the small gestures that make all the difference and turn a stay at a hotel into an experience that keeps certain clients coming back, even at a premium. Our goal as agents in this increasingly commoditized industry is to provide the same unique experience for our buyer and seller clients. Simple but meaningful touches, remarkable acts of service, mints on the pillow, that transform and differentiate our service from the commoditized offerings of our competition. The first step in this transition is shifting from a transactional mindset to a relational approach to real estate sales.